On the blue side, this team, we got Team 1 here. They are Ho Ho Hope We Don't Feed. Favorites coming into the finals, undefeated, 7-0 on the weekend. Uh,
Beautiful.
they they swept their best of 3 to get into this game here. And Team 2, we actually have um, a almost kicked out of the tournament team because they
Classic.
they were in a tiebreak situation. And there was 3 teams that were 3-2, and in the tiebreak situation, they did come out on top of it. So they got a higher seed and played the team in the previous match. They didn't actually end up playing because the team had a forfeit because they lost 4 of their 5 players playing today. So that was a little disappointing.
Oh
So
wow.
they're in here now playing against the 7-0 team. And we've got bans underway. I will, however, mention that Malphite, Vi, and Nautilus have been banned like every game. But this Pantheon and Victor ban, brand new. They played them the last 2 games in the series, and they won both games. Ho Ho Hope We Don't Feed won the first game, and then Santa's Baron Nashors has won the last 2. And Gigamomo has had no
Hmm.
response to this Victor.
So I yeah, really just banning it out is probably their best option to go for there.
Yeah. He played in the first game against it. He played LeBlanc, just blew her up, and then
Hmm.
second game he played Brand, and he let Brand get past 40 minutes. You don't do that, so he lost.
Classic.
Classic. And Victor just highly outscales Brand at that
Of
point.
course, I mean, uh, Six Doran's brand is better than a full build brand.
He at the beginning of the game he was 3-0 with 3 Doran's rings,
That's
Brad.
the way I like it.
He was legendary at one point, totally tearing the game up, but they just couldn't close it out. Gold was very even. It was a very close game, which
Interesting.
yeah, it was very interesting. This has been the closest matchups I've seen all tournament.
Now with the first pick here, we have Nautilus coming up for the blue side. Do you have what do you see from that? Do you think they'll take it top,
Uh,
take it in the jungle?
every
Has
every single time Nautilus hasn't been banned or picked, they pick it up and it goes to Evan or it goes to Swordmaster on
Mhm.
support.
Okay.
He plays that and a couple other champions, so when he can get it, he gets it. Same with Vi.
Because I had seen that with I'd seen Swordmaster with Blitzcrank earlier,
Yes.
so didn't know
Yeah,
if, how they've been doing things with that.
what happened? Okay, so they've been picking Nautilus Jinx the whole tournament long,
Hmm.
but they finally got beat with it in the second game. So they're like, "Well, crap.
What do we
Uh,
do?
we should do something else." And then they did something else and lost again. So obviously they're back to the Nautilus. This Rengar and
Renekton picks.
Renekton pick, brand new. Haven't seen them at all out of them, so it might be big. 87 Shadow Swag has been playing Darius mainly.
Okay.
And in the jungle, we've been seeing actually a lot of things out of Yandere when Vi is banned because he only plays Vi, so you never know what he's going to play other than that.
Now I've already noticed that Gigamomo's chosen to pick Smite, and I do know that in this past he's picked Rengar in some tournaments. So I would be surprised if either
Ooh,
he and Master Al are gonna switch and move around, or
uh,
if it's just him and
Brett,
Eon that are gonna go and swap
that
lanes.
is a really, really good point. They
Hmm.
could be putting Chris in the jungle with Rengar. Um,
The gross, disgusting thing I've seen from him.
oh, he
Uh,
does have Smite.
since
You know, that's a really good point.
I played that mid Yorick in a tournament against him, and it was just you don't want to go against that Rengar. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Okay, so
there's
it
the
looks.
Jinx. Jinx Nautilus is back.
Hmm.
You're totally right with this. Chris is not holding any summoners back. They have decided. Yandaru, we've seen him in a lot of tournaments playing mid. They just happen to have Gigamomo in mid because he's just a better mid laner. But
Yeah,
obviously, they're spicing it up this game.
it looks like he wants to go Ari, which I mean, it must be a comfortable champion because it's not really looking to be like a counter pick or anything like that.
No, it's
Um,
not strong at the moment either.
I already like the Morgana pickup by the or the red team side. along with
Yeah.
Lucian. I think they'll do very very well against Jinx and Nautilus.
What they
Black
do
Shield
here,
really
they
pay off.
flex their top in support, which is Bad Axes and Faroon.
Hmm.
Um, Bad Axes played lead top in the second game and totally took over the game. And they had Morgana in bot lane. They banned Morgana last game, so they didn't get to play that mix up. So they went back to Thresh and a big tank in top lane.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see if he can do the same Lee Sin mechanics against Renekton instead of Darius.
And with the bands that are sitting, I think that Skarner really is the best pickup for what their team comp's starting to shape out to be.
Oh yeah,
Um,
they've been wanting to pick off Chris Gigamomo the whole time. Any kind of time they can get some kind of suppression or things along those lines, it's been very good, very beneficial. Or just blow them up, just play Victor and just blow them up.
and this team's really pick oriented.
Oh yeah,
While I see Blue Side as doing very well uh in team fights, just with
yep,
Rengar being able to dive into their back line, Nautilus peeling for
yep.
Jinx and Ahri, and then those two shredding through while Renekton runs up and does the brunt of damage and uh, fights. Words.
Very, very true. And then Rengar will be able to clean the rest of it up.
Exactly.
But the pick potential of Purple Team of Baron Nashers is very strong.
For
Skarner
sure.
just point and click, grab somebody into Morgana Q. They're gonna be not being able to do anything for a long time.
And even early on, the Skarner stun
Yeah.
that's available can work well with Morgana, especially if, with ganking bot lane. Even if Diana and Skarner would both roam bot lane,
Yep.
work out very well for them. And then Lucian just being a bursty ADC will really pay off for them.
One strategy I've noticed against Hope we don't feed is then ganking in the top lane, getting him steamrolling, and then heading to bot lane. They don't really put too much effort into mid lane. Like right now, we might see something different because they changed up their laning, but they can
Yes.
easily get the bot lane on their back heels, which isn't how either of those people like to play in bot lane. So
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
it has worked the last two games. They've seemed to figured out the team. So if Hope we don't feed can adapt, come up, we might have a game 5, a little Silver Scrapes on our hands.
Oh, oh boy, that's my favorite. Go. Gotta spread the word of tournament, James. It's all for you.
I
Uh,
am. I see the tweet here. Honestly, I'm gonna go over to our Facebook page at LOLIPFW and post the link to the Twitch over there as well. Kind of get some people in here. I know that I don't have the stream up. How many viewers we got right now?
oh, we got 6 viewers right now.
Six viewers. So very
With
cool. Very
one of
cool.
one of them being a player.
One of them. Shh, keep it on the down low. Now there's a 3-minute delay, so there's no reason for them to
Exactly.
uh, do any more spectating, and it'll also make them lag. So it's
Yeah, you hear that,
pretty
Chris?
good.
You're gonna lag.
Oh yeah, Chris, I'm not surprised. We were talking about him having smite. Honestly, it would have been more beneficial for the Santa's poor dears to listen in. But hey, we got what we got here. And who do you think, Brad, has the better team comp going into the game?
I'll say going later on into the game, I think blue team will likely do better, just because there will be a lot more chances of team fighting, and if they don't lose early, I think they will scale better late than the red team. But I believe if red team is able to really get those early kills, apply a lot of early pressure, get some early towers even, and just start snowballing and rolling, I think it'll be hard to knock them down. But really, I like both teams' chances and even their picks as well. The synergy of Nautilus Rengar, where Nautilus can just point his ult at Lucian or Diana, and then Rengar can ult in, jump on them, and finish it off. I just think will work really well for them. That's kind of how I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, one thing I noticed in the previous games, I watched the best of 3 as well. That Ho-Ho We Don't Feed and Lag Jungle TF Bug played, and the first game, Lag Jungle TF Bug steamrolled. They were destroying, and then they got to a point with 2 open inhibs, and they kind of just danced around. They were scared of Gigamomo. They didn't want to engage, and that lost them they lost them the game.
Yeah. That'll happen. You'll lose games, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to do that bronze dance, per se.
Oh, but that's the best dance, you know? You put your left foot first, and then you bring the right foot back. And you just twirl it around in a circle. Right. So with that, here we are. Both teams loading on. Looks like some traditional starts. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, we have seen in the tournament a lot of 5-man invades. It honestly, it costed. They got a kill. They benefited off of it. Got a kill in one of their best of 3 games. Now, in this series specifically, there hasn't been any full-on action that has occurred, but they do like to group as 5.
That early ward by Rengar, getting into the river, getting that vision, seeing that all of red is there, helps Renekton know that they don't have a threat of Lee coming over and trying to get an early camp over on his side.
Yep.
But as well, I don't necessarily like Renekton just sitting under his turret and waiting there. I feel like getting some early vision down could have helped them. Possibly trying to chill out and look for the early red buffs and get some timers down.
Yep.
For the team.
As you can see, Santos Baron Nashers did pick up the Skarner thingy, Spire,
yeah,
on the Dragon side, and the other side picked up the Baron side there, so it's an even 50-50. I've seen a little bit of bickering and fighting over the Skarner Spires early, but nothing too like fight worthy.
Yeah, of course.
And
it's nothing to really fight over extensively early.
Yeah.
Diana's doing a really good job of trying to zone out Ahri from being able to farm there. Really trying to keep her from getting a lot of gold, start rolling up.
Yeah, I think the crucial matchup to watch this game is going to be top lane. It is, in combination, a high platinum versus a silver, or an unranked that has 600 normal games. So I'm curious how it's going to end up. It seemed to have tilted the game either way each time we've watched it, so it's something to look forward to.
And Lee is running Thunderlords, I noticed, which is really just the only keystone that anyone should be running right now.
Yeah,
it's just too.
Hey, I do have a spectator question. How do you see what they're running?
You don't. I watch as
the
proc comes up. Yeah.
You watch the proc. Okay. I mean, that's how I had been doing it, and just kind of expecting Thunderlords out of everyone. So
it's the only way.
I do. The Bond of Stone is very, very clear to look at. You can see in bot lane. Swordmaster's been running it a lot of the time, and you can see the ground light up beneath them.
Oh, and that
little escapade at the top lane. He needs one more auto. He's not gonna get it.
And see, that was really good timing on Renekton's W, just to make sure he doesn't get that last auto off. Looks like a lot of just farming between lanes.
Yep.
Master Al getting
CS there from Lucian.
Master Al getting hit by that dark binding under the turret. Not going to be too much of a problem for him.
Rengar did visit top lane to see if Lee Sin would stay, and he did not. Oh! Is he going to go back in with that? That is the question.
No, there's
no, it looks like he does not reconnect with the Sonic Wave and gets out of there alive. He is running TP, so he'll probably back TP, come back with full health. I have noticed Bad Axes throughout the tournament has not been timing his backs well and has lost lives multiple times because he hasn't backed at the same time the other laner does. So we'll see if he also commits to a back. There it is. There's the TP to top lane. It looks like, yeah, see, he hasn't backed yet, so if Lee Sin chooses to engage now, he would be able to pick up the kill. However, he is just going to pick up the farm. Binding connects in bot lane, a little bit of trade going over. Black Shield saving from the roots, and nothing else.
And with Renekton, though, I do think that it was good that he pushed the wave under that turret first, just to make sure that it was a little harder for Lee to be able to farm as efficiently. But at the same time, it's not really costing him too much farm. It looks like Lee is trying to freeze the wave slightly near towards his turret, so that when Renekton comes back, which he's choosing not to teleport well and just running back to lane.
Yep. With the slice and dice, it makes it a little bit quicker for him.
Well, really, he only gets the slice though, so minor beat up.
Yeah, I mean, it's still called slice and dice, even if he only gets the first portion.
He doesn't get he's not dicing. He's just slicing, and that's the problem.
I mean, I guess if he does it twice, does he slice and dice?
He slice and dices and slices.
Slice. Yeah, so there is a TP advantage for Hope we don't feed right now. Oh, going in the mid lane. The charm does connect. Oh man, Vanguard does come out on top of that interaction. And there's a danger ping going down as well.
And really just waiting for that level 6 all in from Diana was probably the best way to play that.
Yep. And once RE6, she is able to dip, dodge, duck, and dive around that Diana. But I think we'll see a really good amount of action going on in that mid lane. It's a pretty heavily skill matchup. Not too much action out of Rengar before pre-6 here.
Yeah, which to be expected. Not many of the lanes have pushed up too far, and with Morgana being in bot lane, I feel like his efficiency would be a little less. At least it could draw the Black Shield out, and then Nautilus would be able to follow up as well. But all in all, it's going to be a hard lane, I think, bot lane, for the blue side to be able to do exceedingly well. How they're sitting right now, where Jinx is being able to keep up and farm, and just be able to end up outscaling that Lucian, I think is where they want to put their focus at.
Yeah, it's definitely in the mid game if the Lucian can push his advantages, because right now Lucian is a mid game god. Got a little action in the top lane,
and there's that early Rengar kill,
first blood.
Which would be really good to get him rolling. That's a lot of gold that he needs. He does not have a full jungle item yet, so he'll likely be able to go back soon and be able to finish that up.
Yep. I'll check out how much gold. He is sitting on 900 gold, so if my memory serves me correctly, he does have enough to finish up his item.
I believe he's still a little off.
Long range engage from Vanguard. There's an ignite on Yonderu. It looks like he's gonna pick up the kill, and Vanguard stays alive. That was a really nice play.
That was really smooth on Diana's part, and also I mean timing that ignite very well.
Oh yes, the ignite did tick. Got it on one of the last couple ticks of ignite, so that was definitely a good situation there.
I don't like Lee necessarily going in with his wave that small and Renekton's being so tall.
Yeah. Ooh, little counter jungling going on here by Airman. Gonna fight the Rengar. Oh, locks him down. Diana is coming down, but I don't think he's gonna be able to.
He may be able to get
any damage.
Fracture was just a little bit too slow. The cooldown being a little bit behind.
Ooh, connecting the Sonic Wave up in top lane evens out the health bars. Like I said, they've been skirmishing up there for a while. Looks like we're going to get a little dive here in bot lane. The binding does connect, but nobody jumps in on it. They're clearing the wave with the culling, and it looks like they're just going to have a slow dive.
And Master Al was really lucky that minion wave came at that time. Otherwise, he would have taken the full front of that calling.
Yep. And then I think he would have just died to Cohen. Oh, he does get hit by another binding. There's an ult in from Lucian. He gets knocked up under tower. Rengar's there to clean up. He does. Oh, and Lucian does go down. There's more kills happening over here. Faroon flashes out. Lives. Oh, the binding save. Oh, man. A lot of stuff going on. Diana's trying to clean up some kills down here. There's a flash. There's an auto. There's a killing spree on Vanguard. Looks like Gigamomo is going to get the shutdown gold, though. Little action in top lane. Gonna come out to nothing. Wow. Overall, a 3 for 2 trade. Lucian,
Morgana, and Diana. Yeah.
Diana died to Swordmaster and Master AL25. Did Jinx die as well?
Yes, Jinx did die. It was Diana was dove in and cleaned up that quickly, but But something to notice out of that is that Lucian wasn't able to get any kills, while Jinx got at least one from that.
And then a reoccurring theme here, Chris has 3 kills, 3 of the 4. He always has the high percentage of kills. And after all the skirmish, they get a top lane tower, and if you look at the health in mid lane,
it's extremely low, yes. Because Ari didn't really follow Diana down. Which overall I think ended up being the best decision because she was able to get that much pressure on the turret, really start chipping away at it.
Lee Sin is winning a trade in top lane. Oh, he connects the Sonic Wave. Is he going to finish the kill?
He may be able to get this.
He has ult up. Ult is down. Gets a flash out of him. See, that's another time where 87 Shadow Swag doesn't...
And there's the kill.
And Diana's there. Yeah. Okay. Another time where not backing screws him up. He only was sitting on a chainmail during that skirmish.
Which and he had just gotten the turret. I do think that he should have just immediately left instead of trying to trade with Lee as much as he did.
Yep.
As well, it doesn't look like Diana and Lee know where the jungler and mid laner are. So
yeah. Probably could have came up with a little skirmish there. There's a ward from Bad Axe is going to spot out Ari. I don't think we're going to get any action, though. He is staying in that pink ward, so they have no vision of him. Ari does take the safe route around.
And red side's looking to go to Dragon. They're putting pinks down.
Not good here in the mid lane. Blown up by both of them there. Everything connected and everything did the damage. They do trade the kills for a Dragon.
Which, at this point, while Diana is their main source of damage and a lot of their, and all their kills and gold at this point, I think getting that early dragon is going to help them out as well, especially when Lucian's about to hit his power spike in the mid. Diana will also hit a small power spike once she's able to finish Nashers. Lee needs damage really as early as possible, and then depending on if he chooses to go a more tanky route versus a full damage route, that'll also really help out.
Yeah, if last game is any look to what's gonna happen in his next build, he did rush Hydra, and it looks like he's gonna do the same thing again.
Which really is just the best choice at this point. Possibly a Black Cleaver could have worked as well, just for that cooldown reduction and the armor shred. But with not a lot of the team building armor as well.
Is he going to connect with the culling as well? There's no mana for that. There isn't dark chains, dark binding. Ignite is on Lucian. got the black shield. Faroon may go down. There is a TP coming in. Ooh, the Super Mega Death Rocket does not find any kills, but Rengar is loving these health bars right now. Diana is roaming down. Looks like we're gonna see nothing. That's what we're gonna see.
Yeah, it was smart disengage by red side.
Yeah, definitely.
Even with Diana coming down, I really don't think they want this fight.
Whoa, Lee Sin is getting frisky. There's a black shield on. It looks like he's gonna connect the kill. Rengar, blows up Morgana, and he's looking for more. Jumps out of the bush, gets kicked away. The Sonic Wave connects. He doesn't follow up. He's there. There's a lot of jumping going around. Vanguard is gonna die at the tower. Not do much about it though. Second Sonic Wave misses. The Charm misses as well. So does the net thingy, whatever that's called.
The Bola, yes.
Bola, I know what that's called.
His
Got a lot of
Ebola.
action in bot lane this game.
And Renekton's just still pushing that wave, doing what he knows best.
Yeah. His TP is down, so his TP is down, so he just got there with it. He could have TP'd into bot lane, but chose to push his wave up in top lane, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, that is a strange decision.
Because earlier he saved his teleport so that he didn't have to go to lane, and now he used it to get to lane. I'm confused by what his intentions.
I will say that really his best option would have been going to the turret or a minion in bot lane, and not remembering perfectly, I don't know where the wave was at the time. And so really maybe he decided that pushing that wave up top, getting it rolling towards the tower rather than trying to maybe just waste his time in bot lane ended up paying off slightly.
Ooh. Rengar, and there's a lot of damage coming out of Vanguard. He does flash to avoid turret damage and picks up the 1v1 in mid lane. Oh man, this Diana is 5-2 with 5 out of the 6 kills. Oh, and here comes Rengar though. He wants the shutdown gold. Is he gonna get it? He does end up getting it. Will Gigamomo get the double kill? It looks. Oh, there's the stinger. Here comes bot lane. The Super Mega Death Rocket. He jumps out of the
perfect
bush,
timing.
Finishes him off. They're looking for more. The culling is onto him. Flashes away, but still in the Bola. Triple kill onto Rengar.
And that's just not something you want to see right now, is an 8-0 Rengar this early in the game.
Honestly, anyone could have told you that was going to happen. I don't. There's no way they can really stop it. All it is playing around whatever Gigamomo is going to be fed on. It's quite annoying for any team that plays against it, but that's what happens every game. So as long as they play around it properly, they get pink wards, they stay grouped, and they blow him up when he jumps in, they don't have a chance. He does have 8 of the 10 kills, so...
Jinx choosing to go with the Runaan's Hurricane rather than a static item, or even just rushing more damage, I think is a kind of weird decision. I haven't really
poor choice.
I haven't played with Runaan's Jinx, so I wouldn't be able to truly say how great it is or poor it is, but I would just think that the just raw damage of at least the parts of IE, not even necessarily having to finish it.
Yeah, finishing IE first has been proven to be mathematically inappropriate, per se. It's not your best option. Getting that early attack speed item, a good trade up there in top lane. That's what
good bounce rounds by Lee.
Yeah, good bounce around, bait out the W. Rengar is coming in, the Youmuu's has been popped. She's under tower now, looks for the blow up, does get the shield off. Almost connects on kill, gets half the health bar.
And there goes the turret as well.
Wow, man, you just, once you see exclamation, you should probably just cry.
Hit W, just hope that you get the shield up.
Yeah. Oh, Bad Axes looks to clean something up for himself. He flashes over for the insect. Doesn't connect the second
good
Sonic
use
Wave.
of Q to get away, but there is...
man really wants it. He's just going to stand there. Let Raptors do the job.
And I was just unlucky running into Skarner like that. But really good planning on Skarner's part to be nearby. Well, Nautilus taking some hits.
Oh, 2 up in top lane. Let's see if Renekton can slice and dice his way out of this one. Looks like he can. They're not going to follow up.
No problem.
Honestly, having ult there on Skarner would have been much more beneficial. So using it earlier does bite him in the butt a little bit. I would expect to see a Zhonya's come out on Diana very soon. Just because of Rengar.
Oh, yes,
maybe
of course.
Maybe even a Zhonya's on Lucian, too. Oh, shoot. Here he comes.
Classic Golden
Looking
Lucian.
to see some more exploding action. Doesn't get it.
Oh,
yep. There it
gross.
is. It's very gross.
I can't condone that.
We're going
That's
to have
just...
to post this as NSFW when we get the video out there.
Oh, that's just...
That,
I've seen... Ooh, man.
PTSD going on there. Red team looks like they want to dive Lucian. He's going to get away. They're just going to take random turret damage. And they're just going to get the dragon. Looks like they can even rotate down bot lane and pick up the kills as well by the looks of it here. Vanguard is very fed, so look for some explosive damage. Is stuck in the chompers. There's the ult from Morgana. Ooh. She's shooting away. The calling connects on everything. Jinx does end up picking up a kill.
And the super mega death rocket splitting the field goal and missing Diana after she ulted away from it. Really unfortunate, and I think just bad timing and aim by Master Al at that point.
Yep. And he keeps split pushing this wave in top lane. It looks like he's going to pick up that tower here pretty soon. Split pushing has been a problem for both teams. In the series overall. Last game, Faroon was on Maokai, and they won the game heavily because he was split pushing, and nobody else was. They group as 5, go down mid lane, and then they just kind of danced around. Faroon, they got up 2 Baron buffs, and then we're like, hey, I guess we could split push now. Split pushes his way to getting an inhib, an uncontested inhib with 3 cannon minions. It was what's happening. Now, if you watch this game, Renekton has been poising himself to stay in that top lane much longer. Oh, Rengar's coming in. Faroon connects the binding, stopping any assault from Rengar. Oh,
until he goes anyway.
Blows up Morgana. Oh, man. Was that dirty? Here comes. He wants the double kill. Slides away. He's flashing under tower. There's just nothing
they can do about that. Yeah.
He's just solo carrying the game. I think they should just dodge Q. There it is. They do get
goes for the execute. Diana's able to pick it up.
Yep. Oh, Renekton is still here. I don't know why Renekton doesn't just go for the tower. Oh, kicks him into tower range. Sonic Wave connects in the minions, though. Does get away.
If he's able to slice and dice,
he is going to lose the tower for it, though. Man. Oh, Hope We Don't Feed has developed a 7K gold league with this just deliberate and oppressive pushing. Oh, Vanguard's going in. Oh, stops the dice and the slice. There's action in bot lane. The soul shackles are on both of them. They're both dead. Wow.
And you point out the big gold difference before that fight there. But the main thing is, though, is that it's all on Rengar. With Rengar being 4,000 gold ahead of about 3 to 4,000 gold ahead of everyone else on his team,
and the other team. Yeah.
Yes, but the rest of his team only has like minor advantages over their laning opponents.
Yeah, if you look at it, the blue side is sitting on, the blue side's sitting on about 8,000 a person on non-supports, and then the red side is sitting on about 7,000 somewhere in there, so each player's got about 1,000 gold. But man, if they're gonna need pink wards and a lot of protection for their carries, hopefully they can peel coming into the late game. Skarner suppression with pink ward will be able to stop it with the click of a mouse. So
as well, if he's able to hit a multi-team, big team fracture, that'll really help them out as well.
That was a huge connection from Diana. There's a kick from Lee Sin, puts a sport in the middle of the team. There's a lot going on. The culling goes wide. Diana is shut down, and so was Morgana. It looks like nothing else will come from this. Oh, Airman wants to fight Jinx, though. The Super Mega Death Rocket connects with no one. Oh, an airman narrowly escapes.
And
Ooh,
Jinx
that
was
was
able
just
to
not a
get
good
that
situation.
IE as well, but still really wasn't doing much to Skarner in that fight.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, the
ooh,
flash over the wall
just for the Foxfire.
eliminates Lee Sin.
That was good.
Wow, definitely got a
Oof.
lot of gold off of that little engage there. Ended up picking up 4 kills.
Yeah. Um, and as well, not all of them going towards Rengar this time. Being able to spread a little bit more of that wealth around. Giving
Ari does now have 4. Jinx with 2, 0 on Nautilus, and 1 on Renekton. Everyone seems to be doing well in that sense. So it's definitely in favor of Ho-Ho. We don't feed. Probably could go to a game 5.
I think there's really a high chance of that, unless the red team's able to pull
Rengar
a
is
hard
coming in.
Dignitas.
They can bunch up. They're ready to stop it, though. Rengar is not going to do anything. Look at this. I love this. I love this. Not letting Rengar blow anybody up or isolate them. Oh, they're going to stumble upon a wild Renekton here. Vanguard is going to go in. Renekton has minimal magic resist, so he's losing this fight. Vanguard is tearing it up. There's a flash and an ult from him. Oh, good Zonias from Vanguard. Can't do anything else. Gigamomo is suppressed. It looks like they're going to be able to shut him down. The fight will be able to turn the other way. Swordmaster is on the wrong side of the team here.
Yes.
Wanderu does show up. Big W from Diana there, but nothing comes of it. There's the exhaust from Allen. Lee Sin slides in. He's a little too deep right now. He's going to lose his life as well. Oh, there's the zap. There's the rocket. And there's the kill.
And
wow.
Even with that death by Gigamomo early on in the fight, blue team was just able to completely contain control of that.
Yep.
Nautilus going in as hard as he did, while it wasn't necessarily the greatest idea in my opinion, it ended up working well as his team followed up. If he hadn't had that follow up, it definitely would have been nowhere near worth the fight that
and
the
damage on Red's side here is just not optimal to blow somebody up like Nautilus at this point.
No,
and
not at all.
They have low red flashing health bars, but Ari was able to clean it up. So they are proving that even with Chris dead, they can take over the game still. Looks like they're gonna peel away from this dragon and take some unnecessary damage as it peels away. All 5 members of Santa's Baron Nashers are here. And it looks like we could get a little Baron or a little dragon skirmish. There are 2 dragons on the side of red team. So, ooh. Oh, they're doing a little dance here. This could be a huge team fight from both sides. Rengar's flanking. He's about to blow up somebody.
You ulted yet?
If they can catch him before he does any kind of engaging. Oh, he's just sitting in that bush. They have no clue he's over there either. He's coming around.
I think what Red's expecting is that for him to come up by.
There's the Youmuu's and the ult. The flash over.
Oh.
Jumps over straight onto Lucian. Man, 2 people. Both carries are blown up. Doesn't look like much else can happen. Airman's 3v1ing, but very poor decision. Bad Axis is in the middle of everyone. Doesn't look like he's going to pick anything up from that. And that is a 4-for-0, and Ari is still hungry.
As well with that, Gigamomo was able to pull the Chains of Corruption onto him, rather than Morgana hitting the entire team. All she hit was just Rengar, basically disabling a big ultimate for that fight for the red side. Really their biggest form of a team fight engage as well.
Yep. And it looks like they have found a solution to what's going on here. The last 2 losses, putting Gigamomo in the jungle. They do pick up a Baron there. And, man, is this a different game than we have seen the last 2 games.
Which really the biggest thing with Giga Momo is as long as he's on a carry and he is getting those kills, then he's going to just roll with it, keep it up.
Yeah. Well, right now he's on the right carry.
Exactly.
The last 2 games, well, he played Brand. That's not the right carry for Chris.
Not for his style, no.
He was on LeBlanc, which is, however, the same kind of style. He was just shut down. This game, you can't shut him down because he's sitting in the jungle. He goes invisible, cleans up kills. So there's really no laning differential. Ooh, Vanguard's coming in. There is a Zhonya's on Vanguard, but he's not even going to get to use it. It just sucks to watch. It's just really annoying at this point. Just killing everybody.
Gives you hard PTSD flashbacks, man.
Man. Lucian needs his Zhonya's.
Exactly. Rengar is going to go ahead and split push that bot lane. Jinx should really get up with the team in mid lane, try and rush down that mid turret.
Yep. If Jinx was there for this initial push, they probably would have the turret by now, but she is
for sure.
lagging behind a little bit. They do get a turret in the bot lane and have a huge wave. It looks like Rengar is going to keep pushing. They don't have any kind of response for the split push right now.
As well with that, they're really stressing the 1-3-1. Renekton's going to go ahead and push top lane out. And with that, Jinx is just going to shred through.
There is the ultimate. Bad Axes is getting the brunt of all of it. He gets caught by the Ebola strike and just about everything else. The culling connects, but there's not much damage on it. Zhonya's by Vanguard gets flashes out of the Chomper. There's a TP in from Renekton. Ults right away. Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto Skarner. The W from Renekton stuns him up even further, and it's a 2-for-0 trade, and hope we don't feed is hope winning at this point. Looks like they're going to finish up the game. Ebola strike on Morgana. She isn't taken down all the way, though. There it is. Whoa! Diana's trying to salvage the game as much as possible, but it doesn't look like she can do so. This is going to be a clear pickup for hope we don't feed. Looks like we're going to game 5.
All right.
Whew, man. This is a very, very close series. They did. That was adapting in the middle of a series right there. That is the sign of a good team.
I completely